All right, we're recording. So once again, of course, I'm going to say, for those who are watching the recording, thank you so much for being here. Today, what we're going to do is go over the compensation plan. Hey, Laura, how are you? You guys can feel free to come on out and say hello. We're going to go over that compensation plan. I'm going to give you guys time to ask any questions that you have on the compensation portion of Royaltie. And then we're going to spend some extra time for those who are really interested in building this business, keys to building the business and how you can build your network marketing business. So with that being said, the first thing that I'm going to do is go over the compensation plan. You can find this in your back office. You can find it in the Royaltie Affiliate private group. Inside of the pinned post, if you click on the announcements tab, it'll say compensation plan, and you'll find this document right here. Let me grab it. Okay, so can everybody see this doc? Yes? Okay. So there are several ways that you can earn with Royaltie, right? I'm going to keep the chat open. You guys can feel free to come on out. Oh, I got to clear my throat. Okay, so there are several ways that you can earn with Royaltie. Way number one is upfront cash bonuses. Okay, you will receive a $250 cash bonus for every 10 new personal customers or affiliates that you bring into Royaltie. Okay, $250 cash bonus. Now, for those of you who do not know this, once you have, let's say you get 8 customers in the first month and then 2 customers in the second, you will still receive that $250 bonus. It carries from month to month to month, okay? Does everybody understand that? You can get 5, and then 2, and then 3. And the moment that you hit that 10, you will receive that $250 cash bonus. It'll show up in your back office. And depending on the month that you earn it in, let's say you earn it in February, you'll be paid out March 15th on that February payment. Okay, so all monies are paid out on the 15th of every single month. Let's say you do January 1st to the 30th, or 31st, whatever it is, you'll be paid out that February 15th. Does everybody understand? Yes, $250 cash bonus. This is probably where most people have the questions. Okay, recurring revenue. All right, team volume requirement, level 1 and level 2. So, does somebody have a question? I heard somebody come on out. Team volume requirement, level 1 and level 2. Let's define what that means, okay? You will be paid on your personal customers and affiliates, plus your affiliates, personal customers and affiliates. Everybody understand? Your personals and your personals. So let's say that I signed up William, okay? And William came in at, doesn't matter, $47, right? So I would get the $47 that William came in on. I would get the $47 that Brian came in on. I would get the $47 that Laura came in on if I am signing them up personally, right? Now, if Laura comes in and Laura signs up Judy and Margot and Lady Justine, and Margot buys $47 and Judy and Justine, what do I get? Toward my recurring revenue. Anyone?
You get the same. You get the same revenue.
$47.
47. All of those 47s. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Toby. Yes, all of those 47s. So Laura is my personal. Laura signs up 3 people. Whatever they come in on, that happens to be revenue for you as well. Okay, so your personal customers and affiliates, plus your affiliates, personal customers and affiliates, right? Everybody? Okay? So Team volume requirement level 1 and level 2. You can reach the first rank 100 club. Once you get $100 in volume, you'll be paid out $20. We have to remember that this is a subscription plan, right? So everybody is paying their subscription, okay, month to month to month. So it's recurring revenue, okay? And that's what you're gonna get paid out at. And this is something that Laura Smith talks about, that she helped create inside of Royaltie when we first started. So I want to talk to you all about the importance of this one thing that I am going to tell you. If you don't have a pen and paper or a calculator, you might want to grab one now, okay? Give yourselves a second, grab a piece of paper and a pen, because if you really want to build this, you have to listen to this portion here. From the 1st to the 10th, your people who sign up on the 1st to the 10th, the next month will be charged on the 5th. We charge on the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. And let me explain why this is so important to the builders, okay? 5, 12, 19, 1st to the 10th, the 5th, 10th to the 20th, the 12th, 20th and over the 19th, okay? If you are building a business here, right? Obviously, the people that are here want to build a business, right? If you are or understand recurring revenue and people's subscription get charged every month, what do you know by the 19th? Does anybody know what you are positive about right at the 19th? Does anybody want to come out and say it? What happens on the 19th?
You know how much volume you have.
Thank you,
That is
Laura.
reoccurring.
You know how much volume you have that is reoccurring, right? You know the reoccurring volume. You basically know where you will be at if you do not continue to do work by the 19th, or say, let's say the 20th, because you know when everybody's getting charged, right? So if you're at, let's say, $2,000 in volume, you'll be paid $720. Now, what can you do from the 19th or the 20th all the way to the end of the month to drive your team and drive up, let's say, $1,000 and break the next rank? Go ahead, Laura.
Number one, it's going to give you a starting point to figure out what you need. Like we all know, we posted my rank yesterday. I know how far I'm away. I'm like $720. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take that $720 and I'm going to divide it by 47 to find the least amount of new clients. If I only get the bottom of the barrel, $47 a month client, how many I need to, number one, work toward myself, or number two, figure out who's running on my team and how I can help them.
Exactly. We need to figure out, one of the greatest things that you can do inside of your business is find the people who want to build the business with you. You can have customers. Customers are fantastic. We love our customers. Customers are great. They pay every single month, right? They love the product.
Cheryl, I love the analogy, I know I'm interrupting you, of the gym owner. Does when January 1 comes around and they sell 100 gym memberships, does that gym owner really ever care if that person comes for the next 12 months? Not really. Yes, inherently they want them to be healthy. Yes, they would love them to attend the gym. But if they show up once a week, what are they going to tell them? Man, you're looking great. We're always going to love on our clients. We're always going to love on the people that just like be part of our group.
Yep. Define the people. Then you want to define the people that want to run. If you have a larger business, right? Or if you are building this business, let's say you have a downline of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 on your first level, and it is the 19th. One of the things that you see happen in network marketing is contests, bringing back, people giving out money, people giving out something, people giving out extra value to those people who want to run. What can you do with your first level affiliates on the 19th that you know there's no more recurring revenue, but if they go sign up new people now, can you run a contest for those people? I see Laura shaking her head. Go ahead.
Well, I'm very contest oriented, and I like a lot of different kind of contest, because some people are attracted to shiny stuff. Like we all know there's somebody here that likes shiny stuff, and that would be me. So I mean, we've all seen, I mean, I've been in companies and I get this little tiny trinket and I am like jumping for joy. Okay. But then there's also people that are more motivated by what? Money.
Yeah.
So you can always, and how do you get more money in this industry? You can simply go, hey Cheryl, I see you've got your 9 in for the month. If you go get that 10th one, you're going to get 250. But guess what? If you go and you get 12, if you get your 10, I might just find somebody that I want to contest out, and you might actually win another affiliate.
It's simple. It's so simple. It's very, very simple for the builders to see the value in the understanding the charge dates of your team. 5, 12, 19. You will know exactly where you stand at the 19th. And if we're building this business on level 1 and level 2, find your builder and then go and incentivize your builder underneath, right? We can all do that. You can encourage those members to do that, which will help you. You would be surprised what happens when you can encourage on the 20th, 19th. If you're stuck, let's say, Laura is $700 and something away from the next rank. I'm sure that there's a list of people waiting that she's like, okay, I have to identify who wants to do something. Here's what I'm going to do about it. Look, one of the greatest lessons that I've ever learned, gut punch from a mentor of mine that hurt my feelings so bad, I will share with you today. I was telling him, yes, I'm signing up people. Yes, I'm doing this. I was bragging about all the great things that I had done. Oh, I'm signing up hundreds of people. You should see me. And all I wanted was some praise and encouragement from him. And he said, how does it feel to churn and burn, Coco? And I went, oh. Because he knew it. We could focus on ourselves as builders and just keep winging people in and winging and winging and winging. Some people are massive recruiters. They're fantastic. That's great. But if you don't encourage your first level to start building, or if you don't encourage the people underneath of you and build your team up, then you will continue to churn and burn and churn and burn and churn and burn. That's just the truth. Right? This is a marathon, not a sprint. You can sprint all day long. You can sprint and sprint and sprint and sprint, but you're going to get tired and you're just going to build this business that continues to have a revolving door and revolving door and revolving door and revolving door. And you're going to say, but I'm so good at this. I know how to recruit. I'm so good at this. I can bring on customers. Why can't I? Look, you do not want to get stuck in micromanagement mode where you have 3 people and all you do is answer questions all day. And we'll get to that in a minute. But you also don't want to sit there and just keep going. Oh, are you laughing at me? Because it's true, right? You get 3 customers and all you do is point out, hey, you can find the file section. Hey, I'm here to answer every single question. Hey, 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 and you're babysitting and holding hands all day long, but identify the leaders. But if you just keep on continuously recruiting, you got to find the middle ground here in order to build a business, right? In order to build your foundation, build your foundation of people. Level 1, level 2. Does everybody understand, or does anybody have a question on what level 1 and level 2 is, right? Or where you get that volume from and where you should know you stand by certain dates of the month in order to rank up to that next date.
And Cheryl, I also want to encourage people. I mean, I love this system. I'm so thankful. Back in the olden days, 2 years ago, when we started with Royaltie, your charge date would be, just to get y'all up to speed, your charge date would be your date that you signed up. So how in the world can you remember, once you get 300 or 400 people, what date they're asking questions? It simplifies the process. So when you have that 5th, like as you're adding people, you're going to know an average amount that's supposed to be there. And then on the 12th, and you're writing these down. And when you get those emails from corporate that says so-and-so is past due, then you're going to go, okay, I know what date they were charged on. You can keep your own list so that you can be better at communicating with the customer. So if you know that I had somebody on my team and they were a little iffy. They were a little iffy this month. And I said, well, your charge date isn't even until the 12th of next month. Let's get you up and running and get you up to speed. We've got 25 days to see what we can do to show you that this is an amazing product.
Yeah. You need to keep those people engaged, get these people getting an ad out, get these people working, right? It doesn't matter if it's a customer, it doesn't matter if it's an affiliate. We don't just let them go, right? There should be nobody going, okay, and start confusing them. Here's this, here's that, see you later, right?
Because our end day of the month is not the 31st of January. No one is going to end on the 31st of January. The soonest anybody's service is going to be terminated would be the 5th, and that might not even be their day. So you need to be conscious of when you're signing people up. You know, this is a business. You need to run it as a business. So keep up with your customers.
Yeah, for sure. And pay attention to those emails that come in. So
yes, don't just go, oh my God, somebody quit, and like look down and give up, throw up your hands. No, let's get to work and get one of us that might have been in here longer if you're not confident with it, and we'll be glad to help you retain those customers, because retention is way easier than getting new people.
Right? Retention is way easier than getting new people. We understand how this works. Level 1, level 2, the monthly income, right? Where you want to be. We're going to go over this all over again in just a few minutes for the people who want to build, but I just want to explain how the compensation plan works for people, right? We understand upfront cash bonuses, recurring revenue is the second way. 5th, 12th, 19th, write it down, plan your business accordingly. Number 3 is commissions on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. Look, I've helped companies create compensation plans. I understand this compensation plan. You have got to understand what this compensation plan pays out. It pays out. You're getting a lot back from this compensation plan, but you can also earn on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So let's talk about if your level 3, 4, 5, and 6 has $5,000 in revenue, right? 3, 4, 5, you want to help everybody on the way down. Don't leave people out in the dust, okay? 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you have one personal sale, you're going to make 1%. 2, 2%, 3, 3%, 4, 4%, 5, 5%. You can earn an extra $250 on that $5,000. When you start to build 3, 4, 5, and 6, it should get wider and wider, right? People are bringing in people who are bringing in people who are bringing in people. So that volume can raise up real quick if you're building a team of duplicators, right? If you're building a team of duplicators, that volume can build up real quick. You want to get that 5% on there. If you reach the rank of topaz or jade, oh my passion, 3%, you're automatically, don't matter. I mean, let's talk about residual income. You're basically sitting back like, oh my gosh, I had a bad month, I had a whatever. I mean, let's hope that you don't do that, but you're still going to receive 3% of those new sales. Topaz or jade, you didn't have to do anything. You're just going to receive 3%, right? And you can still receive 5% depending on the amount of personal sales that you get, right? And then if you reach the rank of pearl or higher, okay, you will automatically receive 5% of new sales, okay, on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So you're automatically receiving. There it is. You'll reach the rank, and let me tell you, by the time that you're pearl and you're building level 1 and level 2, I wonder how much volume is in level 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? How much volume is in level 3, 4, 5, and 6 when you're doing $10,000? It's probably a lot. So let's just give you another 5% on that. Woo! I mean, pretty incredible, right? I want to go over with you something that I think is extremely important that I really haven't shared before with you guys. And I understand this building a business, but I did write an ebook on the ultimate guide to building your network marketing business. And every single person here, everybody here can have this for absolutely nothing. It's in the group. It's part of Royaltie. You get to keep it. But if you want to build a business, we know it's taken me years to understand how to build this business. And times of I'm doing micromanaging, times of I'm just recruiting, times of here you can have every single thing that I've learned so that you can build this business and understand why simplicity and why duplication is key, understanding how to find your people's goals. When you have that big enough team or large enough team, you should be holding those Zooms, finding out people's goals. Look, there are people here that will say, okay, Judy, thank you so much for joining my team. Thank you. You know, I know that you want to build this business. Great. And leave Judy alone. Or, hey, Judy, you know, fill out this form. If she doesn't come back to you, right, you can follow up and follow up and follow up with Judy. But if you sit there and hold her hand and keep shaking her, it's not going to help anything. You need to know who, you have to identify who wants to build. Can you clarify on the new customer? Yes. 1 customer or affiliate, Michelle Lee, 1%. 2 customers or affiliates, 2%, right? New customer. So they're new personal people that you brought on. Do we understand?
Cheryl, I think what she's asking
yes,
is,
that's for the month.
yes.
Thanks. Yep.
What I asked the other day.
Right? It's for that month.
Yeah.
So if you're doing 1 personal sale, 2 personal sales, 3 personal sales, 4 personal sales. Yep, it just keeps going up.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? So it's so funny, but my buddy has the same issue that I had. Remember when we got my issue fixed where my gem didn't show next to the business card in the app? He's having the same exact issue. Could I forward his link, him
Just
to
send
you?
all the stuff to me.
Okay, cool.
Yep, always. Yes, the recording will be posted on Facebook. Does anybody have any questions here on how you to receive the upfront cash bonus, pricing? I'm going to give it to you guys. We're going to go over it for a second, okay? Everybody can have it. The second way in recurring revenue and the third way in commissions on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do we understand who level 1 and level 2 is? Does everybody understand this portion? Do we know how to define? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Anybody, feel free. Now's the time to come out and ask. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yay. All right.
And yes.
You know what?
Yes.
Yeah, really, really crazy passion. Hold on a second. We're going to get ourselves a whiteboard here. Okay? Somebody's going to hang out with me for a minute. I'm going to show you what I would do if I was building a business with somebody inside of Royaltie. Okay? What I would ask them and how I would get them started. Everybody want to know? Okay?
Cheryl, unshare your screen and get rid of the comp plan.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's go. Now, we have an amazing compensation plan, right? Why won't my thing stay up like that?
There we go.
There we go. Thanks, LS. We have an amazing, one of probably my favorite compensation plan in the industry, okay? And not that I'm playing favorites or anything, but I love it because of this simple reason, this simple, hold on, fact. I wonder if you guys can see it. All right, here we go. Everybody got a calculator, or somebody's gonna have a calculator and give it out to me, right? Okay? Hey, hey, Angela. You want to play?
Yes. Yes.
Sweet. Hey, Angela. Angela's signing up. She's a new person. She wants to know, hey, how I want to be. Hey, Angela, you really are interested in building this business? Hey, where do you want to be inside of this compensation plan? Right? We all have the compensation plan. I'm going to share it with you one more time. Okay? So I'm going to ask her. Where would you like to be, Angela? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum? Let's talk about your goals.
My goal is I would like to be where Pearl.
Pearl. Okay, let's say, hey, Angela, I love that you said that, Angela. Hey, I know that you want to be Pearl, but hey, Angela, have you made $10,000 a month in this industry before?
No.
No. Okay, that's fantastic. We're going to stick the Pearl on the back burner for a second here. We're going to talk about that monthly goal, 30, 60, 90-day goals, okay? Where can you be in 30, 60, 90 days? And we're going to keep it really real, okay? 30, 60, 90 days. Yes, probably by 90 days you could be Pearl, but let's go over here and say if I haven't really had to, you'll have people that are like, I want to make $60,000, Coco, and if I'm not making that in 30 days, well, then I'm out of here. But in reality, that person has never made $60,000 a month anyway, right? So let's keep it real on where we're going to make it. So let's go again. What do you want the goal to be?
Like realistically, platinum.
Where is it?
Platinum.
Okay, platinum. $3,000 a month. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yep, that'll help.
Backwards. $3,000 a month. Does everybody have it? Yeah? How many sales does she have to do on level 1 and 2? $3,000. She's going to make $1,200 a month, right? Okay, can somebody divide that by 47? $3,000 in sales?
3,000.
Like
I swear, Laura, I saw you calculating.
She's gonna need 63. She'll need
like
about
63, 64, yeah.
64 customers.
64 customers.
Customer? Oh, wow.
64 customers. We can get some 64 customers up in here.
At the $47 if we're gonna do that.
At the $47. Okay? Look, it's going to be really hard for you to find a compensation plan where you just go like this. Hey, I want to be sitting at $1,200 a month. That's $3,000 in sales at $47 product. I'm going to have to make 64 sales inside of that month. Right? Really easy to find the number. Really easy to find the number. Here's the deal. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller.
But that number is a team effort. It's not only on you.
It is the team effort. That's on your level 1 and level 2. We're going to stay focused here, right? Hey,
Yes.
Can be on your team, but is it guaranteed that anybody on your team is going to do the work?
No.
No.
No. Okay? Here. Let's walk through this for a second. Now, they say your network is your net worth. When you're launching your business, the people you are connected to most closely are going to be the people that will help your business succeed. In this guide, you will learn exactly what you need to do to build your business, defining your market, memory jogger, hot, warm, and cold market lists. Okay? This is simple. This is duplicatable, right? Tell me, if you start confusing people, confused mind does nothing. Very, very, very simple. We can all do this. Take action and understand your market. How many people have heard, make a list? Do you know how many people? And everybody says to you, I'm not sure. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that could use this tool. I can go cold. I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Here, inside here, it'll tell you, jog your memory of all of the people that you know, right? Family, high school, college. This is kind of a reminder method of everybody. Now, she has to get 64 people to sign up. Are we understanding? She has to get 64 people to reach that $1,200 a month. Here is the deal. Angela, you need to calculate, okay? Here. You're going to have 200 people. We'll go through the hot, the warm, and the cold market. I'll share this all with you. But here's the thing, okay? At 64 people, how many hours a week are you going to spend on your business? Everybody should write it down. You should be asking your person, how many hours a week? Now, there is no wrong answer. You can work this business. Yo, one of the greatest things, and Laura brought this up to me today, you could be from jail or from Yale. You can be, anybody has an opportunity to make money in this industry. It's why I love it and I'm so passionate about it, right? You could be part-time, you could be full-time, right? You could work this business 4 hours a week. You can work it 20 hours a week. Doesn't matter. You just have to be honest with yourself on how many hours that you can work. Okay, so you need to break down the hours that you're gonna work. Okay, here we go. Angela, how many hours a week? This is what I would do if I was picking up the phone with my person who wanted to build. Angela, how many hours a week are you gonna build this business?
See, with me right now, I don't work. I don't have a job. So wait, I do got other things. I got kids, school. So while they in school, I can build it every day, Monday through Friday.
Monday through
So I
Friday.
can build about 5 hours, about 4 to 5 hours a day.
4 to 5 hours a day. Realistic. Look at Judy, Coco, you said it. Boom, let's get real. I can work all the time. Here, you can work all the time or you could work smart. Okay? You can work all the time or you can work smart. I used to tell my mentor all the time, yo, my name's Cheryl Coco. I'll work and work and work and work. Nobody will outwork me. I'll just keep picking up the phone. I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. But I never really had a structure into the time that I was going to work. Look, we all understand working a job. You clock in and clock out. You need to know when you are working, right? 40 hours a week, 6 hours, 5 hours a day. What are you going to do during those 5 hours? Now, let's say you have 5 hours a day to work your business, okay? Of the 5 hours, how many phone calls are you going to make in 5 hours? This does not include, it's action. Action speaks if you want to build a business. This does not include, hey, I have 5 hours a day, but does training count as 5 hours of working your business?
No, it's not an income producing activity. It's not.
Activity. In the chat, you've built a business before, start writing down income producing activities for people to follow. This is an income producing activity. 3-way call, income producing activity. People on Facebook, income producing activity. Income producing activity. Walking into business is talking to them about your product. Income producing, income producing, income producing. If you have
Networking, events.
Events. Right?
Networking events. Join. Look in those meetup groups, y'all. There are people all over the world in meetup. People
In meetup
go
groups.
meet
I remember doing that.
Yep, it's awesome.
Yeah, you just go to meetup.com and find a little a community or group that you can go out and see where they're meeting, and you can plan for the day to go meet with them and interact.
And if you can't go meet with them, what can you do? You can drop a pin on them.
Drop a pin.
Definitely.
Good
Yeah.
point. You have time, right, that you're going to work, but you need to be realistic in the time. So if it's 4 hours, I would say to Angela, if she was building a business, hey, Angela, fantastic. You're going to work this 5 hours a day. How many hours of those 5 hours are you going to be on the phone that needs to be spent on personal development training? You know the schedule that's inside of the group, or I'm going to share the schedule with you. Tuesday, Thursday, 11 o'clock, Justin. Monday, Wednesday, 11 o'clock, Cheryl. 9 p.m., webinars. Of those do not count as income producing activities. So you better get your hours straight because you probably should be on those calls, right? You should be listening to those
right
calls. Okay, so of those hours, is it 3 hours now? When you're going through this month, this is so important because there still is no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. When you're going through your 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, whatever hours, the amount of hours that you have, hold on one second, Kevin, and you're making those calls. How many calls can you make in 3 hours? How many people can you talk to in 3 hours? How many people? How many messages are you sending? How many times are you sending out the 2-minute video in 3 hours? Look, we have a simple system: 2-minute video, 5-minute video, get them on the phone with an upline. 2-minute video, 5-minute video, get them on the overview. 2-minute video, 5-minute video, get them on the phone call with Cheryl. 2-minute video, 5-minute video, 2-minute video, 5-minute video. Are they watching it? This is duplicatable.
And if you're going to pursue this line, you need to take some of this off of Facebook. Y'all, you need to do this. Let's do a lot of this in personal texting because you don't want to get flagged. They're a little. You don't want to Facebook police are out and about.
Yeah, you don't want to be spamming people and doing all that stuff. You're creating real relationships, creating conversations. That's part of the 3 hours. Look, some of you have a list so big that in 3 hours you can maybe email 500 people. Good on you. That's great. I'm happy for you. Some of you have a list so big on Facebook that you can post something out because you're an influencer. And when you say that you're building a business, 700 people will comment. That's fantastic. There are some of you that can go on a post and do something little. It doesn't matter if you have one person answering, you're creating the relationship. It matters that you're building it. You look, because you don't have 500 people answering a post, or because you can't do a video, or because you can't send out an email, does not mean that you're not building a business. It just means that you're starting to build a business, that you're starting to build influence. Do not get discouraged because you put one post out and somebody else put one post out and they have 700 comments and you have 3 and you're like, that's it, I can't build a business. None of my friends want to do this. I have no idea. Right? Yeah, yes, you can. You just you have to keep talking, you have to keep at it, you have to build that influence, and it will happen. You cannot get discouraged in that. You got to have a little faith, right? You got to keep going. The little thick skin. Go ahead.
Yes.
And Cheryl, as we think about people that are influencers that do get a lot of, sometimes I get a lot of engagement, sometimes I don't. But we have to realize that a lot of that engagement is people that are already on their team. So the bottom line is, as a person just starting in this industry, and I have a really great mentor that has nothing to do with any company. As he said, like when you're doing your Facebook Lives and when an influencer will be looking for a comment. People like you and I, we can look a little deeper and just look for who liked our post.
Who liked it?
And we can go engage, and we'll just say, how's your new year starting off? We're going to engage in a casual, normal conversation, not like anything crazy or creepy that I get all day long, people spamming me. We're going to be reaching out as normal humans having conversation.
Having a conversation. I need more space up in here. So yeah, you're going to be reaching out as a normal human being, having a conversation. That's what I wanted to get to. If you don't have influence, if you're not having people that are liking and commenting and sharing, one like. How's this for starting out? This is how I built an entire list on Facebook, right? Okay, I had no idea what Facebook was like 4 years ago. It was antisocial. Here we go. Somebody would like my post and I would say, hey Laura, thank you so much for liking my post. And I would go check her out. Hey Laura, I see that you like blah, 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 blah. I like those 2 things too. Hey, I know social media isn't so social, but I'd really love to get to know people that are on my friends list and like-minded people. If you have 15 minutes for a chat, let me know. I'd love to chat with you. You know how many people say yes? 99% of them say yes. What time works best for you? Can you chat now? Great. The person gets on the phone. Do you have to mention your business yet? No. You're creating a relationship with people on Facebook, saying hello. It's done. Will they like more of your posts? Yes. Will they comment on more of your posts? Yes. Will you follow up with that person and create a real relationship the next week? Yes. Hey, Jessica, do you have time at this time next week to chat with me again? One time your business will come up. You will find a way to introduce your business, and there goes the possibility of another customer. Okay? You all have way more contacts than you know of on Facebook. I don't care if you post a picture of your dog. It can have nothing to do with your business. If 180 people like them, here's the question that will make you more money in this industry than a lot of them. 180 people like my dog post. How many of those people have I actually spoken to in real life? How many of those people have I sent an inbox message and said thank you to? How many of those people have I actually had a conversation with or followed up with? Or, hey, here's one thing that I do, okay? I don't want to call anybody out. Jessica, do you mind if I call you out?
Sure, go right ahead, Cheryl.
Okay. I am so used to building a business. Here, I talked to Jessica last night, and here's something that I can tell you. I take notes on every single person. If I've called you, the possibility of me understanding a little bit about you, okay, is pretty incredible because I've done this all the time. This is what I can do the next time Jessica calls me. Hey, Jessica, how's the weather in Kalamazoo? You doing all right? Freezing still? Got a lot of snow? How's your girlfriend doing? Great, fantastic. Hey, that order that you were talking about, that still likes bird, you get that bird yet? Yeah? Okay. How's everything going? Fantastic. So great to chat with you again, Jessica. I can tell you about Jessica, her daughter, her girlfriend, the weather, Kalamazoo. I can tell you everything so that when I get back on the phone with Jessica, I'm not just looking for a sale, but I'm looking for somebody to build a relationship with and possibly work with in the future. Jessica, we will be sage. We have inside jokes. I talked to Jessica for 20 minutes We had inside jokes, don't we? Jessica, if I
Absolutely.
said bullhorn to you, would you crack up? Jessica, if I said something like sage to you, you would crack up.
Absolutely.
When we got off that phone, Jessica and I are like this.
Yep.
You can build a relationship.
True.
And that's from network marketing. One like, one post, one comment, one everything. You can build, you can build, you can build. It doesn't matter, right? Some people do not have the big, huge list, but you have the ability to build a big, huge list. All I want to do is open your eyes right now. You can be the beginner. Do not, please, I encourage you, do not get discouraged by the people who get hundreds of likes and hundreds of comments and think that you're not going to build. You are, you will, I promise you, you have a great, valuable product that so many people can use. You have a great, valuable comp plan that anybody can make money in. You have a great opportunity at low cost. You have so many great things going for you that if you stay positive, if you stay focused, and you continue to work this business, you will do amazing things. So many people come up, okay? Develop rapport, sell second. Thank you, Sam. Here we go. How many people? We're going to get back to it. Angela, how many people can she contact in 3 hours a day? It's sometimes, it takes work to get really good conversations down to 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes you longer, but it's work. You'll get better and better and better at it. 3 hours, maybe she had 10 phone calls. Maybe she had 5 phone calls. Maybe something happened. But you are going to encourage Angela, Monday, work 3 hours, called 7 people. Somebody write this down for me so that we can have the math. 7 people. Tuesday, work 3 hours, called 10 people. Wednesday, work 3 hours, called 5 people. Keep going. 7, 10, 5. Thursday, 10. Follow-up Friday. Every Friday to me is follow-up Friday. I call it follow-up Friday. I got to follow up with people because I will forget unless I do a follow-up Friday. So I'm not really calling new people, but I'm following up with people. I call it follow-up Friday because my mind does 10,000 miles an hour. Now, at the end of that week, how many people did Angela call? Not that you really did, Angela. I'm sorry, I'm picking on you. But
32.
How many?
32.
32 people at the end of that week. How many weeks are in a month?
4.
4 weeks in a month. 32 times 4.
Oh, wait a minute now. I wasn't good at math, Cheryl. Don't put me on that spot. I ain't good at math. I had to do a portfolio just to graduate. Hold on now. This math, I ain't good now.
128.
Sam, what was you at when I was in high school?
Eldro.
You don't have to do math to be in royalty. I'm living proof.
Thank God of that.
Okay. 128 people. That was 617. I'm going to cry. I have real tears. I'm sorry. 128 people. So she called, thank you, Sam. 128 people.
128, you guys.
Yeah. Hey, Angela, you called 128 people. How many people do you close with 128 people? How many people signed up for your business that month? Do you think she's going to close 128 people?
Not the whole 128, no.
No.
If she closes 12, she's done amazing.
If she closes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, she's done amazing. Let me tell you why Angela has done amazing. If she closes 3 of the 128, 5 of the 128, let me just explain something to you. Now Angela knows that it takes 128 people to close 12 people. Like Lars, it takes her 128 phone calls to close 12 people.
Wow.
How many people does Angela want to get?
64 customers.
64 customers. Now, if Angela's on my team and we close 12 people, how many times does she have to call, or how many is it? So 12 times what is 64? How many times do we have to do 12 people?
Oh, 5.
5 times, okay? We have to do this 5 times. So in the month, I'm gonna say, Angela, your close rate is rocking, girl. You're doing fantastic. Now, the next month, you got 3-4 hours. We're gonna keep these goals real. You're doing fantastic. I love you. Made $250 bonus. You're rocking it. You encourage those people, okay? Every single win is worth encouraging. If you want to close 60 people and get to that $1,200, we're talking alone. This does not have to be team volume because you still have to focus on what you can do. You're going to have to do about 500 and something phone calls, right?
Right.
You're going to have to do 500 phone calls to get to the 64 at $47, or you better start closing people at $197, or you better start building the team down. Or do we understand why building this business alone is going to be more difficult than building a team right now?
Yes.
So what can you do when you know that it's going to take you 64 customers to get to here? Now, you can be a mistake that I made and churn and burn and go, I'll make 64 customers. I got all day at this. I'll call 500, 600 people. I'll start hitting email lists. I'll start doing everything. But you will get so much more satisfaction when somebody underneath you is reaching that $1,200 a month, when somebody underneath you is reaching $320, when somebody underneath you is reaching $20, $50. It doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. Develop more leaders. Leaders create more leaders. So
Absolutely.
you have to get them into the simple system that we have. Simple system. Here you go.
Go out there and develop your $360 earners. That's your key.
Go out. Oh my gosh. Go find. Do you know what $360 can do for someone? It's a lot of money. $360 is a lot of money. Please, I have been in a place in my life where I would have done anything for $360. That's how I got into network marketing.
That's 2 bills.
That's 8 customers.
That's 8 customers. Come on.
On 2 levels.
We can walk out the door and find 8 customers.
So we go get 2, they get 2, they get 2, they get 2.
Get your people's goals written down. 2-minute, look. We do not need to confuse everybody, especially the new people. 2-minute video, 5-minute video. Get them to a webinar, get them to the trainings, get them to everything. They should start at royaltietraining.com, right? Start at Royaltie Training. You got to get their ad up, create a business card. It's all right there for you, the little simple steps, right? What can you do? Customers, you're going to follow that customer rule. You can give your newest person this book, but you should all be writing down your people's goals. Save a day for this. It doesn't matter how big of a leader you are. I'm going to go like this. Jessica, I heard you really want to build this business. I got about 15 minutes to spend with you. We're going to go over your goals. We're going to find your hours. We're going to find a way to get you where you want to be in this business. Jessica, does that interest you? Great.
Yes, it does.
Jessica, how many hours a week? And when Jessica tells me she's going to work 12 hours a day, I'm going to go, Jessica, no, really, how many hours?
Exactly.
Stop with your 12 hours. No offense, Jess. Love you. Stop with your 12 hours. You're going to write down every single hour you work, how many income producing activities you're going to do, minus the training, minus everything else, how many phone calls you can make. And I'm telling you, if you get your person to do this in 1 month's time, you will be able to predict where you will be in 60 days, where you will be in 90 days. Guess what you can do when you start building a team of builders? Here you go. I got Judy on my team. I got Laura on my team. I got Jessica on my team. I got Lauren on my team. I got Carolyn on my team. And I got these people that want to build. Okay? And I go to them, yes. Now, if I have their goals and they're submitting their goals to me and they're writing down their goals and they want to build this business and I know exactly their close to call ratio and how many hours they work, will I know where my business will be more than likely in 30, 60, 90 days? Even
Yes,
my
you will.
business. If
Absolutely.
I know
Oh,
what
yeah.
their business
Yes.
will be and my business will be and their business will be.
Yeah.
So I can basically, in 1 month's time, given the people that I have, tell you where I will be in 30, 60, 90 days. Now, we go back to Angela, who wanted to be Pearl at $10,000, right? involved. Doesn't matter, Angela. You can do it if you follow the steps that I have. You bring
Yeah, this
somebody
is
on,
amazing.
you do this, you find their goals, you find out how many people and how many hours, and you keep moving and you keep moving and you keep moving, and you just continue to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate and duplicate and duplicate. Look, there's amazing people on here that can do amazing things, and you can build this and you can do fantastic things. But if you don't build a team of duplicators, you will not build a big business. It is the law of the lid that smacked me in the head so hard one time. I refuse to allow you all to be smacked in the head with it. It is the law of the lid. You can only go so far by yourself, but if you bring your people and build leaders with you, man, you can go really, really, really far. Kevin, I cut you off, but you wanted to say something. I don't know why I did. Now I see the hand raised. My apologies. You're muted. Oh, I got really close to the screen too. Unmute. Kevin?
It's regarding, like I send out emails, and see on the back office, it doesn't really say anything for emails to businesses or that. So how would I fill that in to my chart?
It's kind of breaking up on me.
Oh, right, sorry. Right. I fill out emails more than text to businesses.
Uh-huh.
And in the back office, it doesn't say how many emails you've done to customers.
You're going to write down, right? Like if you're sending emails to customers, to businesses, whatever, if you're creating a list or opening a conversation, then you're going to say, I sent 5 emails or 10 emails or 20 emails. You know, an email list is a wonderful thing to build, but a harder and longer process to close, right? So it's probably going to take you more emails to close one than it will phone call or a business meeting or a walk-in. And if you could send emails, it's fantastic. There is no income producing activity that will be discouraged. But write down, hey, Kevin, if you're sending out 20 emails a day, write it down 20. If I'm sending out 40, write down 40 the next day, 50 the next day. And then how many emails does it take for you to close so you know your email to close ratio, right? You're just going to take the time out to write down how many businesses
I would rather I just phone call to be truthful, but I can't really call a phone call just now. It's too much money.
Gotcha. Yep. You got to do or start.
Skype or WhatsApp. Do you use those, Kevin?
Yeah, WhatsApp, not Skype.
Skype, WhatsApp.
I will use Skype if that helps.
Yep. We have to encourage our people to start where they are, right? Not everybody. There's moms. I mean, I know babies on the hip. If you want them to get out the door and they can't do it, then they have to find another way. There's people that don't have Facebook or can walk out of their house. It's just find the income producing activity that will work for you, that you can measure so that you know where you'll be, right?
Also, Cheryl.
Hi.
Hi, it's Denise. I was just going to say they can also remember to keep track of everything in the app as well,
you can keep
of their calls and everything.
Yep, you can keep track of your calls. You can keep track of everything in the app if you want to. I just don't want, how does this, I'll just say it because that's what I do. Sometimes, right, we get more excited about this than sometimes we get more, you'll have people on your team that will build every single chart. They'll make this beautiful whiteboard and write down every single name. You know those people. Or they will have vision boards and they will create and they will write down every list and every name. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. You can write it down in a notebook. Every time somebody calls, in my phone, because it works for me this way, but it doesn't have to work for you this way. It's what works best. In my phone, I have under people's names, it's kind of, that's why I never let people look at my phone, but underneath of the name, right? And when I first meet somebody, Jessica doesn't know, but right after I got off the phone with Jessica, when I was done in the notes section of Jessica Johnson, you can see right before I call her, it says, Jessica Johnson, Kalamazoo, has a 7-year-old daughter, likes birds, does this, sage, blah, 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 blah. When I call Jessica back, I can see it right there so that I'm reminded, right? I do that all the time. I would always jokingly say I'm not good at remembering people's names, or I'm not good. Well, that's not an excuse. I don't care if you're not good at remembering names, there's a way that you can, right? So you have to encourage your person to take advantage of whatever platform that we have, whatever that we have, and walk them through and tell them, look, understanding that people do what they, if your person only has 1 hour to work in the week or 4 hours to work in the week, but really wants to build the business, you still have to encourage that 4-hour person or that 5-hour person or the 20-hour person or the 40-hour person, just as long as there are no excuses. If you really want to build the business though, and you say you're committing 20 hours and you come back at me every week with, yo, Coco, I just didn't have time to do that week, but I want to spend 20 minutes on the call with you talking about things that I can do, I'm not, am I going to sit there and spend 20 minutes on the phone with you thinking about things that you can do for the next week? Remember, you can either micromanage, or you can churn and burn, or you can follow the simple system that we have laid out for you today. Understand peak interest. Step number 1, peak interest. Create a relationship. Peak interest. 2-minute video, 5-minute video, upline, or call me, or drive to the Royaltie overview, right? Once the person gets started, royaltietraining.com, simple, everybody can do it. It will literally tell them how to download the app, how to create a business page, how to do everything in there, get their ad going. Once they have their ad going, fantastic. You're going to call them back and you're going to say, Laura Smith, do you just want to be a customer because I'd love to support you, or are you interested in building this business? And if Laura Smith says, I want to be a customer, you're still going to put her down as a follow-up because you do not want to lose her as a customer. How's things going? Blah, 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 right? You have to.
Well, I mean, and like with me, you know, I'm a salon owner. You would say, hey, Laura, you got some referrals?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're going
to go work them for me. So you're still going to get, it's still.
Oh, she muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Maybe explain what we're doing.
Right.
If I don't want to get, oh, well, but if you, I mean, you can get referrals from me, put them, they'll be my customer, but they're still going to count in your volume. So it doesn't really matter.
Right. Asking people for a referral.
Think smart. Think smart.
Well, it's all about networking too, you know, not only online, but offline. You know, sometimes when you meet people and everything else, they connect you with other people, and then, you know, that you wouldn't otherwise meet, you know, so building that relationship and everything else, you know, develops even better and even more of a steady road than it would just like, you know, just trying to pitch, you know, so.
We're going to get those people customer. You define the affiliate, right? Who wants to be an affiliate? Once you define who wants to be an affiliate, right? You guys can send them this book. You're going to ask them the following questions. Please, somebody write this in the chat for me. I'm asking. You're going to say, Carolyn, thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to building with you. Are you interested in building a business? Have you seen our compensation plan? The video is in royaltietraining.com. Where would you like to be? Would you like to go over your goals and lift? Where would you like to be on this comp plan? How many hours a week can you work, right? Don't worry about it. At the end of the month, we're going to find out how many hours a week you're doing income producing activities, how many goals or how many people you closed to find your ratio. Okay? And you're going to encourage and be the light for that person and do 3-way calls and point them in the right direction and make it easy for them to duplicate and get started. You have keep it very, very, very simple. Can you do those things? Great, because how you recruit teaches your person how to recruit. So can your Everybody can do this business. Why? Can you text out a 2-minute video? Can you text out a 5-minute video? Do you have to know much more than that? Not really, right? 2-minute video, 5-minute video. Get them to a overview, get them on the phone with me, get them on the phone with your upline. Really simple. Find their goals, send them the book, write it out. Hey, look, if you have a day on Sunday where everybody should be filling out their goal sheet, writing down how many phone calls that they've made, what their closing rate is, and following up on Sunday, you know, and you're talking to your team, and you have this one person, maybe, I don't know, that person, Cheryl, maybe you have Cheryl that's on your team, and Cheryl never comes on Sunday, and Cheryl doesn't call, and Cheryl doesn't fill out that sheet. Well, you don't have to keep harassing Cheryl, right? Okay, Cheryl, when you're ready, let me know, I'll be here. But Carolyn's gonna come, and Carolyn's gonna have her sheet filled out, and Carolyn's gonna be excited, and Judy's gonna be excited, and Jessica's gonna be excited, and Erica, and Laura, and Laretha, and Brian, and William, and Willie, and Eddie, and they're gonna be excited. And when they're excited, you're just gonna teach them to duplicate, right? Do the following things, and you'll build, here's the thing, you will build a solid foundation on keeping things very, very, very simple. If you want to understand more, should you be doing full-on trainings and compensation plans? Should you be doing full-on trainings with your 2 people that are on your team of how the product works? No, get them to Royaltie training, send them to, you have to do things that are duplicatable. Ask yourself this, or I want you to talk yourself up for a second, okay? Everybody talk themselves up for a second. Hi, my name's Laura Smith. I'm going to be Laura. Laura picking on. But Laura Smith does great Facebook Lives. She is in contact with her team. She's been in the industry for a long time, okay? Is everybody going to do a Facebook Live or be over here or be able to do the things that Laura does? No, but Laura can give them a list of things that she can do. People don't duplicate. People are not duplicatable. Systems are. Systems duplicate. So you find and follow the system that we have, and it will continue to duplicate. Hey, you know, people will ask me, Cheryl, can you build a blog? Yeah. Cheryl, can you build big email lists? Yeah. Cheryl, can you do Facebook? Yeah, sure. But am I encouraging all of you to go and do 10,000 of those things every single day? You'll meet those things on the way, I promise. But if you ever want to get the beginner started, you have to get them started really simple. 2-minute video, 5-minute. I know because this is how I started. 2-minute video, 5-minute video. You will learn so much by getting someone to a 3-way call. You will learn so much by sharing the system with people. You will learn so much by plugging into the system than you ever learn by sitting back. There's somebody right here that's going, I can't share the 2-minute video right now because I have to know the compensation plan. I have to know how this product works. I have to test it for 60 days. I have to know this. I have to know this. I have to know this so that I can answer every single question that ever comes up. Those questions will come up in a 3-way call. I have to be able to face every single objection that happens. You don't have to face the objections. You don't. You have to get them to somebody who can face the objection so that when your team's building, you can too. You will build a more successful team by doing 3-way calls with somebody above you so that when your team needs a 3-way call, you can do them for them and you have the experience. It's true. Michael, hi. Michael Flowers? No? Michael? Michael? You don't have to know everything. Michael, did you have a question? So before we go, right, and I'm going to kind of wrap this up now because we've been here for an hour and we all know these things. Look, we have a group of people. We want to encourage people. We want you all to do amazing things. We're going to go in that group. We're going to encourage people. You're going to put in something into, before I send the recording out, we're going to do the same thing that we did last week. I'm going to say, what's something that you learned? What can you share that you've learned on this Zoom today? You are going to share it. but you are the 5% who've made it. And I will say it every time, you are amazing, you are fantastic, you are so interested in building your business, and there are people here that are going to do amazing things. I can't wait to continue to put out the rank advancements. It amazes me. You should be right now saying to yourself, look, you don't need the upline to hold you accountable, but if you can, do it. You're going to write down this question. How many hours a week am I willing to work? Write it down. How many hours a week am I willing to work? How many phone calls can I make or income producing activities am I doing in those hours? How many people am I closing in those hours? And at the end of the month, where will I be at inside of this compensation plan compared to what my goal is? How can I duplicate that and continue to grow? It's that simple. It's that simple. How many of you are committed? I ask for the close. That's what I do, so I'm going to ask for it now. How many people are committed to building this business and following the system and doing those things? How many of you will follow and find your call to close ratio or your income producing activity to close ratio? How many of you will reach your goal? You will all reach your goal if you do those things. I can promise you, you will all reach those goals. Great job, Kevin. It stops right before. There is one, Carolyn, that we have that just shows there is a product video. There is a product video. I know that simplicity works. I know that these videos will work. There is an overview tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have never been to an overview without inviting a guest, but I always attended every single one. I encourage you to attend that overview tonight at 9 p.m., same exact link. And I encourage you to bring at least one guest, at least one guest. I did record this one. I will actually put it out there. I'm going to put in the group, please name one thing that you learned from the Zoom today. Please participate. Please, if you see a rank advancement in Royaltie Affiliate Private Group, we are building a culture of people here that uplift each other, congratulate people, welcome people, get excited for people that maybe even aren't on your team. I'm so excited to be here. I love our product that we offer, the service that we offer. Okay, I will put the recording out. I promise I will put this recording out. I love the service that we offer, the compensation plan, the people that we have inside of here. I love every single thing about it. There's nothing I look forward to more than seeing your success. I hope that you all got something out of this. I'm going to go post in the group, and as soon as this is available, I will make it available to you all. Thank you once again for being here. Cannot wait to see you all duplicate. Duplicate, the word of the day. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.